We just saw a simplified depiction of how Google works. According to a 2012 Pew Center survey, Google is the most popular search engine in the United States. It's dominated the market. There's even some antitrust cases happening in Europe because Google has such a big market share. From this slide, you can see how much usage of Google has increased even since 2004. So who uses search engines? It looks like just about anyone and everyone. Using a search engine or sending email are the reasons people use the internet. This makes sense, as you learned in last week's lesson, because prior to the 1990s, relatively few people were using the internet outside of government and science. And that's because there was really no easy way to search it. The only way you could get a file from someone else's computer would be if you knew the name of the file and where it was stored. It wasn't until search engines were created in around 1994 with Yahoo that using the internet became easy. So in order to understand how search engines work, there's some vocabulary that you also have to know. The first thing is, what's a search engine? It's a tool used to find information online. The search engines that you are already familiar with are Google, Yahoo, Bing. Keywords, those are the key concepts or topic of what you're looking for. In the video you just watched, when the gentleman was looking for the speed of cheetahs, the speed that cheetahs run, he typed in some keywords. They were cheetah, running, speed. Results page, that's the page where the information you were looking for shows up. Ranking, that's the order in which those results appear. As you saw in the other video, many search engines use a software program to search the web. They call that program a spider, a crawler, or a bot. An algorithm is the mathematical formula that's used by the search engine company to look for web pages and also to rank the results. The algorithm are the questions that you could say Google asks before they decide what to show you. But they ask these questions in mathematical terms, not in words. Metadata is the information about a website or sources that these spiders or bots are searching. Cookies. These are programs placed on your computer by a server that records your behavior. IP. That's the numerical address of a server or a computer, and it identifies the geographical location or where that computer or server is located. Pay per click. Advertisers pay when you click on one of their ads. And then lastly, search engine optimization. That's creating websites that increase your site's ranking on search results page. You do something to the metadata and the way that you construct your site to increase the chance that you'll get a higher ranking on search results page. Now there are different kind of results that happen. Organic results. Those are results that appear because they're considered relevant. So the Google results in the example that you were shown. Paid results. Those are results that show up more prominently because advertisers pay, either to be higher on the list or in a special place, like on the sides of the Google search results page. And then there's different types of search engines. One is a directory search engine, which is a search engine where the results are compiled and organized by humans. And you'll learn more about that in this week's reading. There are index search engines such as Google, which are compiled and organized by bots. And then there are specialized search engines. You've got vertical search engines, which is a search engine that searches a specific topic. And so in my example right here, I want to show you one called Adall. This is a search engine that looks for books. So if I put in the title of a book, it will show me all the different places I could buy it. Right, different places right there. There are also behavioral search engines. These are search engines that customize the results based on user behavior and demographics. So the user behavior they gather through cookies. How do they get your demographics or the information about you in terms of race, sex, age, where you live? Well, we'll get to that as well. Um, One of the ways that behavioral search engines get the information that they need in order to filter your search results is through tracking your behavior. And so a big thing happened in this area in 2012 when Google changed their privacy policy and when they linked the information that they had about you from Google Plus, from YouTube, and from Gmail. So if you think about what even a program can learn about you by reading your mail or by looking at your user page, your social networking page, or by looking at the videos that you watch, you can see how that could create a pretty substantial or detailed profile about you, what you like, and what you're interested in that could be really attractive for advertisers. And so I can see this in my own life. So you guys already know I use YouTube. I also have a Gmail account. And so that made me have a Google Plus account, which I don't use. And so right here is an example. Here is an email I got from my brother about my mother, a trip my mother's taking. And if you look on the right, there's an ad for Library Science School. How does Google know I'm a librarian? The only way they can know is by harvesting data from the other things that I use that are owned by Google. You can see that here in my search results. I type in Carl in the Google box, and this is what I get. I don't know if you guys would get California Academic and Research Libraries Association as one of your top hits when you type in Carl in your search box.